Welcome back to Unpack Reboot, where all our dreams come true and you get to witness it.
All of our dreams.
Both of them. Today, something kind of different, hopefully very cool.
We have this.
We have a Brotherhood mask from Fallout.
A Quest 3 headset, just so everybody can see it. That's actually not what we're doing.
We're not, but that is a big part of what we're doing.
We are playing with a Logitech MX
Pen,
Air Pen, stylus,
virtual
VR Meta Quest controller
maker
thingamabobber.
Our friend Michael here is going to put on the headset, try a couple apps, and hopefully produce some art.
And the most I've done so far with this is I've set it up to the headset, which not difficult. The setup is basically go in the menu, choose add an additional controller.
And normally, let me remind you, this is a normal controller that's used with that headset. While you could technically paint and produce art with this,
which will make life much easier.
Yeah. I mean, that is reminiscent of a actual art tool, pencil or pen or paintbrush. So we're hoping that this is as accurate and fun and nice as we're expecting versus using that for the same kind of thing. So what do you say? You ready?
Ready? So we're going to get set up, put on the headset,
and get painting
and try some wonderful art.
Wonderful art. Fantastical art. All right, get to it. He's going off to virtual world. I'm staying here.
All right. So we are playing in Open Brush on the Quest 3 VR with our Logitech little Logitech third party, the pen.
I'm just watching him paint.
So we're testing out the accuracy. Kind of cool thing is Open Brush lets you paint in 3D space. You just tap and hold the button, but there's also the tip on the pen. So,
there you got some virtual paint on the floor.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. And you just push down and draw a line. Like I'm actually just drawing my arm right now. It's registering as a touch.
I don't even see your arm.
It's
a little arm.
You
should
in true fashion.
Let's fire.
Let's see what fire looks like.
That's a straight fire. That's what that is.
Look at that.
I am privileged today to watch a true artist at work. I'm just hanging out in the studio. He is off in virtual land painting a masterpiece for you guys.
So, let's see. One of the things on here, this one's a little more open world. So, I mean, it's really a lot about how accurate this pen is. Like, Clear does perfect tilt detection. It's got 3 buttons up here on the front, not counting the tip. And then there's a button on the back that launches you back into your Quest interface.
I like that. It's got a kind of an airbrush effect on the smoke tool. You can, looks like, choose your palette pretty easily. All the different kinds of brushes that you could want. Oh, nice. So that one's called paper.
Yeah, so it's literally just
looks like you're just
putting straight lines.
Expanding. Man, I love how you just walk through it. That is like 3-dimensional invisible art.
These things are fun to play with. There's a lot of these different 3D art programs.
And there's no cleanup.
I can make a. All right, so I mean, I'm not losing tracking anywhere. I mean, it lets me move pretty much full speed. I mean, I have no issues. Just look at that. We got some little effects going on. I'm just making a mess of this thing.
So the part you didn't see is he created his invisible wall, his safe area, if you will. And I guess pretty much that whole area is his canvas now. Man, talk about therapeutic. And you could see the wall pop up there. He was getting a little overzealous with his painting. But that has to be pretty therapeutic. Just standing there painting in another world. Pretty happy little trees.
Let's see. So where's
happy little tree tool?
All right. So this thing's really actually
bubbles. Look like a little bubble blower. The two circle thing. Right.
Joins shapes together. You got all sorts of random
teleport
tools here.
He's gonna just appear next to me painting.
Yeah, see. Teleport somewhere.
He's not only Michael, he's painting Manning.
Well, let's see about testing another. See if I can get it, see how quickly. So this also is a pretty decent showing the accuracy of this little. I mean, it's dead on. I mean, you can have no issues going to the scroll bar.
And just for reference here, I'm holding the other remote that came with the Oculus. This is the right one. He's actually got the left one in his left hand, and then the pen that we're showing off is in his right hand. So, but he's not using this in his right hand. It looks like a full-fledged kind of just a large pen, really.
So let's see if we can do this Vermilion painting. So it's funny. It's kind of weird.
It's impaling his hand.
It's through my thumb.
Hey,
the pen on this one.
Artists are different sometimes.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stay at the lake. See if I can kind of move my studio. Or do I need the?
He's somebody's doctoring up his impaled hand right now.
Hold the trigger on your left controller. Oh, there we go. All right, so here I'm at my studio.
Need some more room on the right.
It really wants me to recenter the button. I don't want to recenter the button. I like it where it's at. I need an assist from the other controller, I think, over there. Can you press and hold the button that's under the thumbstick? There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey. See, I'm useful. Back at the studio. Unpack headquarters.
Can reposition my eagle. All right, great. Cool. Can I just get out of this? Grab the dagger brush.
You already did. That went through your hand. So the collision detection's a little interesting.
There we go. Leave that. You can move it forward and back. That's okay.
All right. That's a
little better.
Interesting way of holding a paintbrush.
No, I can hold my paint palette here. You got haptic sensitivity with load.
You might as well.
There we go.
Is there a finger paint mode?
Wipe your brush on the rag to continue.
Nice.
So that cleans your brush. All right, cool. So, man, will you let me just play?
All right.
All right, cool. Let me experience. Shut up. Let me experiment.
This is a painting tutorial as well.
All right. So look at this. Look at our scenery out here. We Or the water going. Oh,
Or paint. That is pretty cool. You actually run out of paint.
and the pen does have haptics. So actually, you can actually feel the pen going. So
The question is, that is amazing.
Look at that.
Question is, do you have to put more paint on your palette? Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna go with no, which is good. I would hate to sit and have to do that.
I mean, terrible. Yeah.
Like you squirting the paint all over the place. Look at that, how it mixes though. That is impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Wow.
Get our mountains over here going. It is cool. Like there's no haptics at all, and then as soon as I touch the canvas, you can feel the haptics going. So we're don't tell me about my version. Scoop up some colors here. Do
Sunlight,
some little Bob Ross action going. Like clean the past knife.
Sweet solar rays coming in to the ice mountains, or the wall in Game of Thrones, perhaps. I don't know.
Whatever.
One Christmas tree.
Cool.
Hey, I'm just translating for the folks out there.
Clean your rag. Oh, if I didn't like that, it's kind of like knocks it.
Yeah, I guess you can't completely erase it. It's more authentic than it needs to be.
Paint with this.
Yeah, we don't like our sky at all. Get the sun. It's nighttime now.
Yeah, I mean, like with this, so I know there's other apps that you can use the mixed reality and see through, so you could like paint stuff onto your well, kind of like you'd be able to paint stuff on your walls. That's what actually mix the green from the canvas onto my brush.
And if those of you just joined us, perhaps it's he's not playing a game with a controller. He is Michael's actually got the Oculus headset on, and we are trying out his new pen for it, which is great for painting. If you can't tell, I need you to look downwards at the painting more while you're painting.
Sorry. I was looking up. I'm trying to.
We don't want to see what's around you. We want to see the masterpiece.
Okay, it's so good. You add on more little puffy cloud action up here. I'm amazing.
The key is when you're done, can you save it and print it out and sell it?
Well, anybody wants some VR?
I think if you print out that painting, I'm just saying, I bet somebody would buy it for at least $4.
$4?
You didn't use any real paint. I mean, you just print it out at your local drugstore.
I mean, overall, I like this painting is about as terrible as I figure it should be for what I'm spending my time, actually doing here.
I don't know what you're talking about. We love it.
Like, I can't blame. There's no way to blame the pen on any of this. If it's like, I mean, I'm barely even moving it, and it's perfect.
I mean, at this point, the palette itself is an art. It's a masterpiece. Look at that. It's some rage painting.
Oh, I made it. What is it? Color sampling. Oh, wait, look at that. They just automatically put the color on the paintbrush.
Huh.
Oh, No, it's
So it covers the environment and it carries over.
Yeah, like if I want that color, it loads my paintbrush with it. I can use it over here. They want to use the blue.
Huh.
It still mixes it like it's wet paint. Oh, that's fine. Look, I've been cleaning the brush. So it's still got blue on it.
Wish you can paint your shirt, your face.
The texture. What kind of text about it? What do you think? No.
Yeah, we tried.
No. They'll let you play on the palette. Mention that to my whole palette.
You can't take off the original colors.
Probably good. That's cleaning rag I've ever seen in painting.
So once again, this is the MX Pen. We are putting it to the test, giving it a review.
Doing some beautiful little painting here.
Just from my standpoint, I am digging it. This thing is, I mean, the accuracy, even to, stirring the paint, it's quite impressive from my standpoint.
What is it? I mean, oh, that's cool.
What are you lifting the painting up in the air?
No, like how big it is now. I know we're talking about this pen, but this is a pretty sweet painting.
They did a good job on it. They need an export feature, man.
I bet they do. They got pregnant. They got it. Let's see.
I mean,
But you can do my cool. Just trying to.
that painting is a thumbnail waiting to happen right there.
Look at that. So pretty. All right. I am highly impressed by this pen. I mean, finger painting. Sorry, I got distracted again with an idea.
It'd be kind of cool if you could take a finger off of the brush shelf and just start finger painting with it.
All right. So this is the Vermilion. Let's do. Nice setup for this.
Get your water cup there.
Yeah, it actually does.
Clean it.
I get them. Give that some water. If you have this thing cleaning your brush.
So there you have it. We were not able to export the masterpiece. Unfortunately, we are still working on that.
Yep.
That is the key to riches, I am sure.
We'll start selling Unpack Reboot VR art.
Yes, mountainous VR art with sun rays.
Maybe.
He might have painted over it.
That's how we feel at the given day.
Yeah.
You never know what artistic vision might come in.
Well, might have a rainy day limited edition, but
so we have our
this is
the Logitech MX Ink with the charging cradle. You can get it without. This is the charging cradle, which plugs in USB-C, battery, haptics, and mine came with a bonus carrying case, which I think it was a pre-order special at the time. But this is $169.99 with the charging cradle. So as you can see, the size, I mean, it's really not that much bigger than a standard pen. It's a triangle shape, but I mean, you can see it's not super heavy.
No, it's very lightweight.
And some of the things that I think are really cool that we wanted to show a more fun painting styled app. But there's some, like for instance, that people will go up and actually be drawing on their walls, or they'll trace art to redo it in 3D, or there's a Shape Lab that you can model 3D objects, which I haven't had enough experience with that yet to be able to show that being used.
That's the kind of video we want,
but
that's coming then.
One of my goals is to try to model something cool in 3D and then actually start kicking out those models on a 3D printer. Because you'd be able to just model it in real time, real space. Like I could set it on this table basically and sit here and make a model.
Those of you that are old enough to remember the movie Ghost, he could sit there and play with virtual clay like Patrick Swayze did.
Just need a helper. One of them is going to be like this.
Awkward.
with a random person in front of them.
We're going to talk about that scenario, but we're going to shelve it for now. Back to this. Like I said, it is larger than a normal pen. I could actually write on a notebook and it would be pretty comfy if it were
if it was an actual
real pen.
Yeah.
It is bigger. It gets wider in the back. Very light, but not. I mean, there's heavy light. I don't think it matters in this situation.
And to be honest, to draw with that is much more comfortable than trying to draw.
Yeah, definitely.
With a,
even if his hand in the video was kind of like impaled, like doing something like that. I can't even do it right, but it was like jamming through his forearm and out his hand.
So that's one thing is before you decide on something like this, you got to look and see what apps are compatible, because not all apps work with it. The UI and everything works fine if you're pointing at things to move around, but also the UI works with like pinch gestures and stuff. So, but there are a lot of drawing apps. There's a lot of 3D apps. And I did see, which I'm actually kind of excited about, Walkabout Mini Golf is one of my favorite VR games.
Mm-hmm.
They attached this to a putter handle, and they were testing it, so you're just holding your normal putter and playing.
Wow.
Which if that happens, that's pretty cool.
All right.
So
something tells me this isn't gonna be the last you see of this.
No, I will say that the accuracy of this thing surprised me.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I could tell you were doing exactly what you wanted on the highlights, the shadows, and everything. I mean, even from afar.
Yeah, I don't think I would have any issue actually just sitting here just drawing if I wanted to.
So that was cool. And the artwork, the first app that you used where you're just kind of in the air and just walking through it,
draw in 3D
around you. That was pretty wild.
And that was one of my biggest things whenever I did order this is most of the videos just people just sat here, talked about it, said what they could do, and then showed the promo video, but no one actually played with it in an app because you have to buy with it. So
we did,
and you saw sweet painting skills.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like,
come on, get your friends to subscribe. Sweet painting skills.
You guys want us to live stream some VR painting? Let me know.
We would do it for you. No commercials here. Well, we have a couple maybe that we show sometimes, but he painted for real in virtual land.
I mean,
So what's the call?
I'm unpacking this. I have drawing monitors attached to my computer. I love this type of stuff, but to be able to truly draw in VR and you can hold this pen down, it's an actual pressure button to where you can sit here and draw. I'm unpacking this. I just hope that it does well enough that more and more apps support it.
And that is the thought, because when he was painting, I know you guys didn't see, but he was in the air the whole time. He did not have a surface for that. But that is a good point, that you could draw on a surface with that if you want to. So almost like in this table is almost like a light box. If he wanted to sit here and draw, characters or something, comic characters, he could do that with that, or just casually paint in the air, which again, I think I said it in the video, is extremely therapeutic. I had to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be cool if, I know there's like some little drawing apps, like it would actually know, you could actually feel like you're learning how to draw.
Yeah.
Like I don't see how you could feel it.
But again, though, now you say that, I'm picturing, even like kids, there's those drawing books that take you step by step, and you could actually, like you said, sit there, have the page down on the table, and just trace over it. And the cool thing is, you're not tracing over it with colors, markers, or anything that you would with a normal pen or paint. But you're still producing the same thing, and then you can erase it and try again. That is almost better than the real lesson, with a crayon or whatever you happen to use.
Well, and then with some of the drawing apps too, you get the full mixed reality. So like you could actually, like trace around a 3D object, and then you just made the 3D drawing. And the same type of thing, I guess, if you really wanted to, say we wanted to make a 3D model of this, if you had mixed reality, you could just sit here and mold the shape to the shape of it on top of it and just keep sitting here getting into exact.
Yeah, we're going to do some more for sure.
And the thing is I don't feel like this is going to limit me at all.
No.
Which is the thing. It's not, you look at drawing tablets and drawing screens, you're looking at the levels of pressure something can apply. You're looking at the details, if you can hold the pen at angles and stuff like that. This detects angles. It did just fine. Every angle, I could see it moving exact. I didn't feel like it was out of sync with what I was doing. So I think all that's there. It's just a matter of how far people push it in the software. Yeah. And the haptics were nice. Like in the painting thing, as soon as I got to where it would be touching the canvas, it was actually doing a little subtle haptics the entire time. So I could tell that I wasn't like just, I wasn't sitting here just punching my hand through the painting, trying to paint in the sky, and nothing was happening. Every time, as soon as I got to it, it was doing its haptics.
Nice.
So I will unpack this for you.
Unpacked it. I'm going to give a hard unpack, and I'm going to go ahead and say we will be making more videos of this, just because there's so much potential there, and that's what's going to happen, whether you like it or not. Hopefully you will, though. Subscribe.
And then I'm going to open up a store and sell sweet prints.
Yeah. You may have to put on your headset and walk to the dock that he was on, but
no, I'm going to sell people printed copies of my paintings.
All right, so we have another business venture to work out. But again, as always, subscribe, appreciate, ring bells, whatever it is you do to become a member of our little world, virtual or otherwise. We always appreciate it. 2 unpacks. We'll do it again. Boom.